So I got a setup here, basically BMW F11. Used to have this screen here. Basically this wouldn't load up the CJIC, and also wouldn't function very well. Cost me 600 quid. Tried to get the GPS sorted out, but wasn't really effective. Also, the problem with it was that I wasn't able to take it inside and upload it and stuff. Needed it for maps, but obviously couldn't load the maps on. So it does the basics stuff on it, but CJIC doesn't work. TomTom Go is hit and miss. Google Maps is hit and miss. Therefore, created my own little project to try and basically resolve the issue, because I couldn't refund it, and they couldn't really find any issue with it. So what I did was I created this little project. Basically this is a standard tab 7 holder. Put that bubble wrap there so that the tab doesn't get scratched. In short, it's bent out a little bit out of shape, mainly because I didn't take the measurements properly. Should have really measured it properly. But what's happened is, when I put this trim back on, just pushed that a little bit up. It's a temporary issue with it anyway, in terms of I've got a new bracket coming. Basically, the reason behind that is that although this looks part of the system, if you really wanted the tablet, you could take it. Although they're screwed in, the tablet's not. I'll show you a demonstration with once it's inside with it. The trim piece behind I ordered off the internet. Before I move on, basically what I'm going to do is, when the new bracket comes, I'm going to get a bit of flexi Perspex, which is going to be basically here. That's going to hold the new bracket on. Drill some holes here. This will be attached to the bracket behind it, and that will then hold the new bracket. It will be sitting a bit more further out, so I can reach it slightly better, etc. Yeah, so that's what the plan with that is. Once that arrives, I'll make another video of that when I get a chance. The reason why I didn't really want to keep this screen, but I paid for it, so I had a real choice. So it does the basic stuff. The only reason why I like it is because it allows me to do this. The reversing when it works, basically. Shut up. Obviously I've got it, so might as well make use of it. So I've reattached it here. I don't really use a CD player. It's blocked off my panel at the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is, when I put the new bracket at the top on, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to lift it by 1 inch, so then I can see the heating underneath it, because at the minute I find it a bit difficult to try and look at the heating, etc. So that'll be up by 1 inch. It's quite sturdy, it's not going anywhere. The wires are all underneath. Yeah, it'll be up by 1 inch. Yeah, the only reason why I've kept this is purely because of the reverse camera. I could have got the original, which I'll see in a second, and cut off the trim out of it and made it smaller here, or could have put it in the corner there so it was fitting. In fact, if you can get an F30 screen, which is much smaller, off eBay for about 40-50 quid, and you can use that, and it's basically, the trim is smaller, it's about that big. So the original, obviously, this is what's the bracket that's come off this. This used to sit underneath, that used to sit in there, and that was on the top there, like so, and it used to sit on top. I'll put some pictures on so you can see it properly. Original screen, you could really modify this if you wanted to. You can take that screen out, take this bit out, cut these edges off, or you can get a small piece and stick that on top and use Perspex. You need 2 pieces of Perspex, one at the back to cover the hole, and one further back, like so. I've got hand free to really demonstrate it properly. But it could essentially, that could be at the back, and that's the back piece holding the piece together, so that they can't be yanked off or pulled off. And that's the front piece that holds the new bracket together. Or in fact, you can just put this holder on top of there, just screw into that, so it's not going anywhere. I'll show you a demo of how this is actually working for me, but at the minute I'm going to be changing this Got a piece of bubble wrap here because I don't want the screws to scratch the back of my tab. I don't think I'll be able to successfully put the tablet in there, so I'll try it. I'm going to pause the video and see if I can do that. I mean, can't do it with one hand is what I mean. So I'm running this one-handed, so there's basically the tablet. It's got it seated in there. What I just need to do is, I don't know if I'll be able to do it successfully with one-handed. I don't think I can. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause it and do it, then I'll show you how it is. So that's basically the tablet in there. It's just rebooting because I've accidentally pushed the button and now it's on reboot sequence. As soon as it comes back alive, I'll show you how I've got set it up and how it really works. Yeah, the only downside to this is obviously you run the risk of it going walkies because anybody can just pull it out the holder. Although that holder is from Amazon, it's made out of rubber. It's quite sturdy actually. That's how it normally sits when you're not in it, but actually you can't take this anywhere. But if you wanted, you can undo that if you had enough time. Push these two levers, push that back, and then you've got the tablet straight out. Yeah. Let me get this in properly and then we'll go from there. Actually, I think I've put it upside down, which is why it's not fitting really well. Start that again. See if I can do it this time. I think that's my problem. I put it in the wrong way around. And now I'm going to need second hand. Right, that's now in there properly. Obviously the screen locks on, which I've designed that actually if you plug it in, so what I've done is got a splitter in there. This is an aux wire, so what I'm going to do is put this charging cable in first. I'm not really good at this video making thing. Once I get it in there, and that's there, it's charging. Samsung, you can get it to right, that's the jack port in there, that's how it sits. I'm just going to put my pin in it for a second, and then you can actually set it up so it unlocks as soon as you charge it. It's just rebooted, so it's not fully doing that at the minute. So currently this is being powered by this. We're using the USB plugs for that. So I can actually go and get it to go into Android Auto on the bottom screen. Right, okay. I've got macro doors set up on this, but I think it's because it's just rebooted. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. What's supposed to happen is plug the charging cable in, supposedly launch the split screen. That's going to be the bottom one. It's not doing that for now. Just going to see if it's doing it manually. Macro, I've got a full version of it, but not on this. So I've got a couple of profiles set up here. There's engine cut to home screen, on Wi-Fi unlock screen, and start up app launch. So basically what it's supposed to do is, I don't know why it's not working at the minute, but I'll go into this one. When I start the engine, what it's supposed to do is test macro, is do this. It's waiting 10 seconds. So when you start the engine, the power goes in, waits 10 seconds, and then it's in theory supposed to load, which is clearly not doing it at the minute. I had set it up, but it's rebooted. So screens set up to you can activate the developer. There you go. 10 seconds are done. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. CJIC on one side, YouTube on the other, and then I will move the CJIC across so that I don't get to see the video. Sorry, my wife came and knocked on the window, so I had to shoot. In short, move that across so I can't actually see the video while it's playing. So I don't know. Let's play this for a second. Can't hear any sound. There you go. Turn the sound up. skip that, and then what we can do is lower that, and now the window's completely gone down at the bottom. So and then you got CG there if you wanted it. I'm gonna blur out the location basically because I don't know where you are. So yeah, if I wanted, so what's supposed to happen is when I kill the engine, which I'm not gonna do, but I'm gonna mimic it by unplugging it. So if I unplug it, it's supposed to do that, and then within 30 seconds it'll lock, in theory. Boom, done. Plug it back in, and it's gonna unlock it again. Oh, there we go, it's done it. I didn't have to put the pin in that time because obviously, and then hopefully it should split into, obviously it's been hit and miss because I haven't set all the macros up properly yet. In fact, if I clear all this, what you can do, you don't have, if you want to manually do it, you just load the sidebar, you just press a shortcut, you got the shortcuts there you go, and then the only thing you do is drag it across again. Yeah, so yeah, that's how it's running. And then if I do this to it, that's how it sits shut. And if I wanted to use this one here, obviously I could still do that, and the sound will still travel. While I think I've got a splitter on there, I don't know. Let's play something. Let's play this guy.
YouTube meant I could start building a live career. I could go global.
And then cross it off, I think I was thinking. Yeah, but for some reason CG doesn't work on this. I don't know why. Obviously it's from China, you can get it, and this takes you back to the original car. Use your music, phone I don't really use on it. Yeah, although this project's not fully completed yet, as you can see, I'm not happy. I mean, this is not going anywhere while it's in there in terms of thingy, but I find it a little bit I find it a little bit a bit further away, plus it's obviously anybody can take it off, because if you wanted to take it off, the only thing you'd have to do was just undo it out of the little case and you can go with it. Whereas the new kit I've got coming, hopefully it's got a lock on it and it won't do that. I can show you how it's done. Basically I've put some plates behind it to put the holder on there like that, so but I'll give you that demo on the second video. Yeah, that's in a nutshell. This is how you put a Samsung tablet, Tab A7, on a BMW F11 or F10. Still keep the original. Obviously, if I didn't have this big screen, I'd just place it with a little one and I'd put it in the corner there so it'd be out of the way. Gotta lift that by an inch. Air vents, you could say, are probably going to be blocked, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I haven't, obviously, to be honest with you, I can use the heat coming out from somewhere else. Doesn't necessarily have to be from the front of the air vents, although when it's hot I do want it to be coming out there, and I don't know if it's going to work or not. I can actually put a hinge in this so that this flaps forward, so that it's yeah, it falls forward, rests along here so you can then tingy it, but then I'm not sure if that's going to be in the way of the gear stick. It's trial and error, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Got my head going up there. Yeah, benefit of this is obviously you get to take it out. Let me see if the camera, I'll show you what the camera looks like off it. That's the camera off it. It's not really good when you're driving because it's slow to pick it up, but yeah, it's picking up the top of the dashboard. Again, the new kit hopefully will eliminate the tilt of it. As you can see, it's slanting a little bit. There's a gap behind there just a little bit. It will come up a bit further. Yeah, I should have really just gone for a tablet to start off with and modified it. how I've done now without. But obviously it is what it is. Yeah, I've done it now, so I want to keep it. Yeah, so if you don't want to spend 600, 700 quid, you can get a tablet for 200 quid. Maybe spend about 50 quid with all the bits of you ordered to get it on, use it to the current setup. Actually, 50 quid, but you can actually the new setup. I'll make a new video on it. It'll be a bit more secure.